Hey, 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 what's going on? It's your boy KQKC coming with another video for you. Top of the morning to you. Now, let me get the morning juices flowing for you all. Well, first of all, I want to give a shout out to the LDBC. As I always say, they are a good group of guys. And the reason why I keep saying that because they have helped me many times before. Let me just turn this down 1 second. I'm sorry. There we go. Now, as I was saying, they are a good group of guys. They always been there for me. They always there to give me great advice. And I'm taking that great advice. Can't get no better than that. But I said I don't want to get on this subject again. But hell, sometimes you just gotta give the subscribers what they want. And what they want, at least I know what my subscribers want. They want to know what's the current state of boxing and what kind of shape the current state of boxing is in. Now, you have to excuse me because sometimes I try to eat on the run. But as I was saying, you have Anthony Joshua sitting there, went to a press conference with Dillian Whyte and Chisora, if you want to pronounce it like that. And the reason why he's there is to support these two in case he have to fight them. Now, let me make this clear. Let me say it over again. Just in case he has to fight them on April the 13th. AJ said it's an honor that these guys will be fighting. Because these guys really want to fight each other. Okay. Nothing mentioned about Wilder. Until now. He said AJ wants Whyte to win. Now, that's how AJ feels. Why would you want Dillian Whyte to win? You already knocked his ass out in the 7th round. Why don't you say, well, good luck to both guys. I'm trying to get this Wilder fight. I'm trying to get Wilder to fight me on April the 13th. But he'd rather go to these guys' press conference. Now, I understand Eddie Hearn promote both of you guys. But you have to understand, the big fight and the fight that the fans want here and abroad is Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. But what you're getting is a scared heavyweight. He don't want to mention Deontay Wilder. He'll mention him probably at the end of the sentence. Like, well, if I don't have no other choice, I fight Deontay Wilder. Don't you want to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the motherfucking world? I mean, what is this problem? I mean, hey, I like the guy. The guy laid back, chill, kind of chilled out dude. He reminded me of Errol Spence, a bigger Errol Spence. But now Earl's starting to talk up. And like one of my subs said, sometimes it's going to be a day, and the day is now, that you're going to have to start speaking up. If you want this fight, you got to do like Deontay Wilder. Go after him. Stop letting your manager or promoter tell your ass what to do. Stop being a motherfucking robot. Because that's what he is, a robot. I mean, come on. You rooting for a motherfucker to win so you can fight him again? Perhaps knock him out again? And UK fans, where the fuck are y'all? Y'all don't say shit. All y'all do is, hey, AJ. Well, AJ is trying to, first of all, age out Wilder. That's what he's trying to do. Hoping that he slow down, which Wilder will be 50 years old and still throw that right hand. I guarantee you that. I stake my home on that. How about that? Then you gonna root for this nigga to win. Hey, I'm sorry, KQKC got to put it plain as possible. This is morning talk shit. Just get your juices flowing. Just get your mind thinking. This motherfucker is really scared of Wilder. He really want to fight the WBC silver champion. I mean, come on, think about it. You already knocked this ass out once. You want to fight him again? Then you probably fight him and do a trilogy. Because why? You can't find nobody else to fight? Or let me put it this way. You can't find nobody else to get over on. Because that's all you're trying to do. You and your promoter. See, Deontay Wilder got a little wiser now. See, that's why he ain't answering the motherfucking phone. UK people. And stop trying to take up for AJ and his fuck ups. First of all, shout out to Blue Blood. He had a comment from a AJ fanboy. They said, well, he actually didn't say that. He said that in a pause. I mean, any excuse to give that man the upper hand. But my boy Blue Blood, he shook his ass. He pulled up the article in black and white and showed it on screen to everybody was in the chat room. Then we didn't hear nothing else from the fanboy. See, Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, they old news. We tired of hearing about them. Now the Deontay Wilder profile had raised so far up. Oh, and Tyson Fury is also living heavyweight champion of the world. Gonna fight the WBC champion of the world. Big bomb buster coming December 1st. Now, you got a motherfucker fighting what, the 22nd? That you rooting for? Let me ask you a question, Mr. Joshua. Why your ass wasn't at the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder press conference? It kicked off in London. It kicked off right there in your backyard where your mama hang her clothes at or her panties at. You could have walked down the street or caught the bus. No, you make too much money for that. You taking the UK people money. The pay-per-view ain't nothing but $25. Right? Yeah, I'm right. I'm right. You know why you didn't do it? Because you don't want to face Wilder. He intimidates you. Both of you all are black men, but come from different backgrounds. Deontay Wilder, he's bold, he's aggressive. He make noise. He'll call your ass out. And he's popular among the UK people now. And he's been popular under the American people. You tell your promoter that. Oh yeah, people know Deontay Wilder. So don't lie. And don't ever say if Deontay Wilder don't step up. Because he been stepping up. He been calling your ass out. And every time he did that, what happens? You all put stipulations on the contract. Well, first you gotta fight Dylan White, then you can fight Anthony Joshua. Then when the contract comes, there's no Anthony Joshua on it. It's just Dylan White. It's just a contract for Dylan White. That's all. That's all. If you know boxing like I do, even the casual fans know a contract. If it just had one name on it, it's just between you two. Facts. Facts for your ass. Now, the UK people won't try to spin it like they always do. Oh, Deontay Wilder lost his pen. No, he didn't lose his pen. He stuck it up Eddie's ass because that was a bullshit contract, and the next one was even worse. We ain't gonna talk about the first one. So, give me a motherfucking break. Gonna go to his potential opponent press conference, but won't go to produce or to promote a fight with Deontay Wilder. Who knows? It could have been a fireworks would have been everywhere. And next thing you know, Deontay Wilder would have said fucking and signed it. But you knew that's what he probably would have done. That's why you didn't go. That's why you didn't go. Somebody, if you don't step up, then you're going to be Dylan White or Chisora. You've been there and done that. You knocked out Dylan White in the 7th round, and Dylan White knocked out Chisora on the first fight by a split decision. What kind of champion are you? You're not undisputed. To be undisputed, you got to have all the belts, like Terrence Crawford did at 140. Right now, you don't want to touch that green belt. You're scared. You're scared of the WBC, the clean bottom program that you so-called are enrolled in, or are you scared of Deontay Wilder? Simple. We know what you're trying to do. We know what Eddie's trying to do. You're trying to age him out. That's what you're trying to get Ortiz over there at the zone. I'm sorry. Because you know what's going to happen. You know if he got in the ring with the so-called boogeyman of the heavyweight division, what's going to happen. See, you can't stroll out in the middle of the ring like you do other opponents, because Ortiz will wrap a circle around your ass. Let's put it that way. Ortiz will box the pants off of you. Yeah, you have power when you can get it with somebody on a straight line. But you can't hit nobody while they're moving. You tries, but you can't. So are you a complete fighter? Hell no. He's not a good fighter. Damn. Now, he never mentioned, now this is an interview that he done. He will not mention Wilder in any interview. All he will say that we're ready, and we're ready for anybody. That's all he said. We're ready, and we're ready for anybody. No, wait a minute. Let me back up a little bit. He did say one time that we was ready for Wilder, whatever. Whatever? Whatever the case might be? No matter how the negotiations go? Then he's going to say, It's not really my issue, it's his issue. Wait a minute. Don't you want to fight him bad? Don't you want to fight him badly? And you're going to say it's not my issue? It's his issue? What's wrong with this picture, my brothers and sisters? What's wrong with this picture? This motherfucker lost his mind. How the fuck you gonna say it's not my issue? It's his issue, negotiations. Who issue? No, it is your issue. You all got to come together and make this shit happen. And who believe that I'm coming back around talking about this shit? Anthony Joshua just need to shut the fuck up. He don't want to fight Deontay Wilder. He's trying to play along to get along. And he's trying to fool the UK people. And I would think right now that the UK people will finally get it. But no, they don't. I don't know what it is. You know? I mean, we talking about a country that's smaller than one of our states. And it just seems like they can't think. No disrespect to the UK people. Okay? And I'm not talking about all of them. I'm just talking about the boxing fans. Hell, even the hardcore boxing fans. They just don't get it. All the information in the world is right in front of you. Have been seen by the world. Quotes here, quotes there. What I just mentioned. That's not my problem. That's his. No, he don't have a problem either. Pay him what his worth. You want to get paid what you worth, right? A great guy. I call him the Godfather of 78 Sports from the LDBC. He looked it up. Deontay Wilder, no other heavyweight ever went 40-0 with 39 KOs. Don't you think he's worth a little more than what the fuck you want to pay him? Don't you think so? Yeah, I think so too. So don't say it's not my problem. It's his issue. No, it's both of you all issue. Face it. He had more fights. He's more experienced. And he knocked out more motherfuckers than you. You can call them bums all you want to. That's just a way to incite your people. That's the way they can pick motherfuckers apart. That's how you conquer and divide. Oh yeah, there's some Deontay Wilder's lovers over there that want to see AJ lose. I get that. And you know what? They might have a legitimate reason. Why? Because he let Eddie Hearn lead him astray. Let Eddie Hearn fill his head up with lies. It's like he was hypnotized by matchroom boxing. Okay, you look right in this long robe. Nobody don't wear no damn long robe walking in the rain no more. At least not over here. I'm talking about a bathrobe he wears walking in the rain. No. People have flashy outfit warm-ups going in there. Fur on their shorts. You know. I mean, sure, you don't have to have all that. That don't make you a good fighter. You know, but it makes you more into this century. See, You have to understand, people like shit. People like shit starters. People like to start shit. And that's what we got here, people. We got haters. We got trolls. We got people that don't want to face the truth. That this heavyweight champion is running. That this heavyweight champion is coming up with every scheme in the book. This heavyweight champion is looking bad. This heavyweight champion couldn't filled up the last 2 outings. This heavyweight champion is scared that he will get the throne by a WBC heavyweight champion from America. He's scared that he might get out-talked in a press conference. This heavyweight champion is scared he might get embarrassed at a press conference. This is the UK heavyweight champion. This is you all heavyweight champion. And you all don't do a damn thing about it. You don't put no pressure on him or nothing. You all in the UK, just let him go around, do and say what he wants to. And it's bullshit. Not my problem. It's his. No, it's your problem. Because see, Deontay Wilder is worth way more than you trying to negotiate. The longest reigning heavyweight, 40-0 with 39 KOs. I mean, you just can't. I mean, you just can't touch that. I mean, what's to negotiate? You know. And you're gonna say if he don't step up, then Whyte or Chisora will be the one to take his place. So you hope Whyte wins so you can fight Whyte on April the 13th. I mean, come on. Sky Betting had Chisora 5-2, 5.5-2, and had Whyte 3-10. And that's on their bet thing. You know, I don't know how. I don't bet, but I just thought I'd throw that in there to you all. But you know, it is what it is. You know, they just don't want Deontay Wilder right now. They don't want him to 2020 or a little later. I won't be surprised 2021. See, they're trying to out-age him. They're hoping that he would get slowed down. They will hope that his right hand won't be as powerful. If you look back, AJ ain't fought nobody but older fighters, except for Ortiz. Now, Eddie Hearn got him out of that fight. You know why? Because he knew Ortiz would have used his crafty moves, his Cuban style fighting, and he is southpaw, and that southpaw would have threw that left down that pipe, and on his ass, Anthony Joshua will go. Facts. Facts for your ass. That's what it is. Facts for your ass. See, when you have a promoter that don't give it to you straight, then you're a lost puppy. And that's what Anthony Joshua remind me of. A lost puppy. Big, just like a Great Dane, but sweet. That's what a Great Dane is. A Great Dane is tall, big, real big. but he's a sweetest motherfucking pie. See, I know dogs. I love dogs. I have a Rottweiler, full-blooded. So I know. But Great Dane is sweet. That's what Anthony Joshua is. He's a big old sweet heavyweight. You know, the heavyweight to do underwear commercials. That one kind of sweet I'm talking about. Anytime you see a man, every time you see him, he got his shirt off. Sweet. See, it's a difference in him and Deontay Wilder. If you're walking down a dark alley and you see a motherfucker from Chicago, West Side, who you want with you? Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua? Now don't be quick to answer it. But you tell me who gonna stand up and be the real man? Or who gonna cow it out? You tell me. No, ain't no boxing match here. This is real life shit. You know who? Deontay Wilder. That's who. You can't blame him on racism, because they both black. You can blame him on heart. See, he has heart, Deontay Wilder. I'm not a fanboy, because he fucking up. But I'm going to tell you the truth. That's my job. Anthony Joshua, he's not cut from that cloth. Somebody made him fight. I don't know who. Then he looked up, saw proper weights, and it took off from there. No, he's not that technical fighter. He's that fighter that he lift weights and he try to get you out there early, because all that weightlifting throws off his stamina. That's why he's a piece of shit after 9-10 rounds. Practically 9 rounds. So he tried to get you out there with the muscles. But little do he know, muscles ain't shit. I seen a guy get his ass whooped and built like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That doesn't mean anything. He was tired out before the 5th round. Why? Because the man used ring generalship. Same thing Ortiz would have done. But Wilder, he wouldn't play with him. Wilder would get him out as soon as possible. As soon as he feel Wilder power, then he's going on the back foot. So let's not go over this shit again. Anthony Joshua, you need to shut the fuck up. Because anytime a coward heavyweight champion that wants to be the undisputed heavyweight champion is scared. Negotiations, if they don't go right, it's not my problem, it's his problem. No, it's both of you all problem. Because if negotiations don't go right and Deontay Wilder don't get his due diligence, then there's no fight. And when there's no fight, the fans are cheating, because the best is not fighting the best. But you're more happy on fighting Dylan Whyte again. I mean, if you knock him out again, I mean, how is that elevating your status? Tell me. The first fight wasn't no close decision. The first fight you had with Dylan Whyte, it wasn't no controversy, unless you plan on doing something this fight so you can have a trilogy. Anything you can do to get out fighting Deontay Wilder. Anything, right? Anything. But look, I got news for you. Deontay Wilder don't need your ass no more. At first, yes, he was hungry. He still is hungry. He was hungry to take those titles away from you, because you didn't deserve them anyway. Charles Martin, please. You might well walk to the table and just took it. Charles Martin won that belt by default. Yes. What'd you say? Man, 866. Josh was a buttercup. That's right, he is. I'm not lying. I'm just trying to keep it real, man. That's all. I'm a new channel, and I'm just trying to keep it real. Hey, I'm not new to this boxing shit. I'm not. And I know a dodge and duck, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, who don't? Come on, think about it. Who don't want to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the motherfucking world? Think about it. Who don't want to be that? All they need is one belt. It's all about risk. It's all about risk. See, he thought Klitschko was old, so that's why he took that fight. But he didn't know Klitschko still had a little something in him and knocked his ass down. I mean, he came out on top at the end because Klitschko age did catch up with him. But a couple more rounds, Klitschko would have had his ass. I believe that. What you say, man? We have to pull together and only pay to see the fights that we want. And none of our favorite fighters fighting except Wilder. You got that right. You got that right. I'm about to do a video on Sean Porter as soon as I get through with this. It's not going to be a live stream. I'm just going to do a video. And it'll take me about 30 minutes to upload it and do it. But as soon as I get through with this, and you're right, you're going to hit that right on the head. My next video, you're going to hit it right on the motherfucking head. Because, see, the fight that we want to see, we're not seeing. But you know what? If we start cutting that motherfucking tube off, then we probably see the fight we want. But first, we got to let them know these not the fights we want to see. And we got to figure out how we can relay that message to them. Sure, they're going to look at it like, oh, the viewership is just going down. No. There's a reason why it's going down. See, all these so-called boxing reporters, Fight Hype, the boxing boys, all these boxing channels that get face-to-face interviews, they're not asking the right questions. They're not. Look here. When are you going to fight Terence Crawford? This is what I would have told Earl. When? Oh, well, it's going to have to be sometime next year. Why it have to be sometime next year? Why it can't be now? Ain't that hard to make. All y'all need to do is agree on a venue, agree on a purse. And I'm quite sure both of you are going to get paid handsomely. I mean, what's the problem? Make it and make it now. Y'all both in y'all prime. Let's get it on. Y'all both the top of the food chain at 147. What's the problem? I heard Porter interview. He got excited knowing he was fighting Thurman, but couldn't get up for Spence. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get into that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get into that. Hurting 816. I'm gonna get into that, man. That's what my next video is about. Exactly. Exactly. Because he'd rather fight. Well, let me put it this way. He think Crawford is the baddest motherfucker around. Better than Earl Spence. Let me just put it that way. That's what I got out the interview. That interview, without me talking too much about it, because I don't want to mess with my next video. It's not gonna be a live stream, but it will be a video. But yeah, you're right. You know, Porter, he been holding on to that WBC belt, like it was his woman. I mean, if you look at each division from heavyweight down, cruiserweight, you ain't got nothing but 2 or 3 people up in there. But hell, cruiserweight too, shit. All the way down, I would say to bantamweight. It's always some kind of political, some kind of business like that's interfering with good fights. They are. And the governing bodies are the ring leaders. But in this case, this fight can be made. Both sides want to fight, but both sides are not fair. And they know they're not fair. And the reason why they're not fair is because, see, I believe Anthony Joshua, he had wanted to fight at first. This was a while back. I really believe he wanted it. This was a while back. Then when he saw that Ortiz fight, I really believe, this is KQKC, honest opinion, that changed his mind with the quickness. He saw how Deontay Wilder was getting hit clean and didn't go down. He saw how Deontay went back to the corner. And they had the camera on him at all times and shook that shit off and said, let's go, baby. That's what he said. Let's go, baby. Let's get it done. And went out there and knocked that motherfucker out. I really believe it. Ever since then. Because everything else was a go. They was excited about it. They really was going to give him, a shot. And he was going to just go ahead and take it and say the money will, follow. But when they saw that shit, it seemed like they seen a motherfucking ghost. The tune changed. The mood changed. I mean, they didn't talk to nobody for a couple of days or so. I mean, that changed their mind. They said, wait a minute, this man didn't even have to fight him. Which he didn't. He had 2 failed drug tests. Like Deontay Wilder said, hey, God not going to bless you. I'm going to bless you. I'm going to give you a shot. I'm going to give you a shot of the crown. And that's what he did. He was a man of his word, and that's what he did. They got the fight done, and there you go. Oh, yeah, everybody was on pins and needles when he got rocked. But when Deontay get rocked, it's not like when another motherfucker get rocked by him. He hits the remains to burn so hard that the titanium in his hands bent. He actually bent them. And we all know how hard titanium is once it gets inside your bones. Now, it's legal now. It's not going to make it no harder to punch or no lighter. It's the same way. That's why they allow it. But he hit that man so hard. No wonder that man took a nap on the ropes. Same with Arthur Spilker. He hit that man so hard, his wife had to bring his spirit back to his body. And I go on and on. I can go through 37 more. And they didn't want bums. Trust me. I do not call a fighter that trains for 8 weeks, diet, nutrition, sparring, being the best he can be to defeat another man, a bum. I will not do it. Now, I will say he has lesser skills. He's not as technical as the next one. But hey, it is what it is. What you say, 816, Porter saw he can physically bang Bud out. But he knows he can't do it with Earl. I think Porter can win against Bud. Porter used to the dog fight. You're right. See, Earl Spence is bigger than Bud. And if Bud give him that movement, of course, Sean Porter would be off a little bit. But Bud can't run the whole 12 rounds. You're going to have to hit while you run. You have to hit, get out. Get in, get out. But Porter's not going to allow that. Porter's going to chase you, come forward, keep coming forward, and you know how he works. Don't get caught on the ropes. He does his best work on the ropes. But he smothers his punches a lot too. Now, he can't bully Earl. You're right. Kell Brook tried to bully Earl. Actually, he did the first 2 or 3 rounds. Pushing his head back and, Earl trying to get off the ropes. He cornered him so he can't get out. We all seen that. Then Earl just said, you know what? Fuck that. I ain't getting bullied no more. So, you're right. You're exactly right. You hit that right on the head, my brother. I really didn't think about it till you just said so. Man, kudos to you, brother. Because I was thinking when you said that, Bud, he fights at 147. But I think he struggles to get to 147 because he's been 140, done that, whatever. I think he was just caught in between that it's hard to make 140. But I'm at 144, 145. So 2 more pounds I got to do is, buff up a little more. And boom. I'm going up to 147. It's easier. Now with my power carry, well, yeah. But see, I can't tell with Bud. Not this last fight, not with Jose Benavidez. Because the man had a bullet in his leg. And he was trying to lean backwards on that same leg, but he was losing his balance. He was losing his position. He couldn't counter. I don't even know why he took the fight. But he thought he was ready. I guess he was ready. I mean, he probably got $1 million for the fight, but who knows? Maybe he needed the money. I don't know. But all I know is I can't tell by that type of fight. I just can't. Benavidez, he's no pushover. Yeah, Earl was in camp with him in the amateurs. And Earl said he wasn't no joke, Benavidez. But that bullet in that leg slowed him down and slowed his boxing movement and whatever he can do in the ring. Slowed him down. It limited his abilities. That's why I keep telling fighters. I'm going to keep saying it over and over. Just because you don't have a fight coming up, it doesn't mean that you have to take off. Then when you got a fight coming up, you go back in the gym. It shouldn't have to be like that. It should be, well, in case somebody call me at short notice, then I'll be ready. A fighter should always, okay, the top fighters, let me put it that way. The top fighters should always stay in the gym because you don't know where your next big fight will come. But pull out a couple of days, relax a couple of days, maybe a few days, get back in that gym. You know, when you're an athlete in the sport of boxing, there's no such thing as team in the sport of boxing. It's just you. And if you want to be the best you can be, you got to get in that gym and work on some things that you're lacking. Look at some of your tapes. Ask your manager, what can I do better? There's no perfect fight. Everybody has a flaw. I was watching the other night, Robert Easter Jr. and Mikey Garcia when he fought for the unification fight. And I'm just looking at how Mikey Garcia has so much great balance. He never lost positioning. He never did. And that's how he caught Robert Easter, by not losing position. See, he caught him with the right hand. But by him not losing position, he was able to follow up with the left hook. Most fighters wouldn't have done that. They would have took their body and put all of it into the right hand without a follow-up. But since Mikey doesn't lose position often, and Robert Easter did, then he was able to follow up with the left, and that's what set his ass down. Now, don't sleep on Earl Spence. Okay? And this is a fight that's supposed to be coming up. They just iron out the details. So I'm jumping from Tyson. Not Tyson. I'm jumping from Joshua to this, but hey, it's boxing. That's my job, to talk boxing. I think some of the brothers will be surprised about how Bud fares in some of these matchups at 147 against the top guys. And I am a Bud supporter. Hey, that's all right. You know, hey, look, this is what this channel's about. You know, speaking your mind, giving your comments. You might say something that opened my eyes. You know, you might say something that I haven't thought of before. Now, just because Bud is smaller than Earl, that doesn't mean he's not crafty. Yeah, I try to explain a lot of that to the LDBC brothers. Just because he's not big, and he's not going to stand on that line. No sirree. Earl good boxer, but he ain't motherfucking crazy either. I mean, not Earl, Terrence. He's not crazy. He ain't gonna stand right in front of Earl like Lamont Peterson tried to do. He stood right there in front of him and tried to go toe to toe with him. And almost broke his eye socket if Barry Hunter didn't stop it. Certain fighters you can't go toe to toe with. And if you have a good game plan, which I believe Bud gonna have one. See, Earl never fought a fighter like Terrence Crawford. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Earl got great balance. He got great positioning. He's the great fundamental fighter. But Bud just got a little more advantage. I'm not talking about the weight. He switch hits, What I mean by that, he turned from southpaw to orthodox. That's a plus. People don't understand that. That's a plus. You got two southpaws in there. It's smooth as can be. Now, when Kell Brook fought Earl Spence, you got an orthodox fighter and a southpaw. They was tripping up. Earl almost fell. It's always complications. Now, if Bud go in that fight with Earl, if it's a fight, when and whenever they fight, I think, personal opinion, I think he should go in there and stay orthodox. That's what I think. I think he should go in there and stay orthodox. Let Earl get a different look at you. Then midway through the fight, switch it up. Then switch it back. Then switch it up. Switch it back. Give Earl some confusion if you can. And find out where the punches are coming from. If you can. You don't need to get off to no fast start. Because it's not going to be a fast start. Because both of the fighters are technical fighters. So expect a slow start around the first, second round. Because Earl like to see where the punch is coming from. He like to feel your power and see can he take it. Like he did Lamar Peterson. That's all. But I tell you one thing, I'm not sleeping on Bud. I'm not. Man, I think Earl Spence might have the edge. But knockouts and all that, I don't think that's going to happen. Because both fighters are too technical. They know how to tighten up their defense. Their defenses are tight. Now, I will admit this. About 2 years ago, Earl Spence was terrible. Very terrible. His defense was terrible. He was getting hit so much. But he had enough to sustain it, and he had enough fundamentals to beat his opponent. But he was getting hit too much. I mean, he didn't have no defensive skills. Now, I'm not exaggerating. I'm serious. He didn't have no defensive skills. But he had great offensive skills. So I guess Jerry James worked on him. He worked on him, and he improved, a little better. Even Kell Brook was, hitting him a lot, Then once he got with the fight with Lamar Peterson again, and he showed me he had great defense. He showed how he followed the jab. Everything works off the jab. Everything. Now, the thing that surprised me about Bud is he's one fighter, well, maybe him and maybe another fighter, that I ever seen that switches from southpaw to orthodox and never get caught switching. He never get caught switching stance. And that tells you a lot about a fighter. He knows when to switch. He knows not to get caught switching. He knows his opponent is waiting on him to do that. See, sometimes you got to throw a couple feints in there. Throw a couple feints in there, see what he bite off of. And if you do, switch it up. And see, can you do it the other way? So, I don't know about this fight. It could be Terence Crawford's first loss. It could be Earl Spence's first loss. Who knows? It might be a draw. They both, Earl, what, 27, 28? Terrence? I mean, they still are in their prime. And people don't understand. I have seen boxing matches, and when it's amazing how these boxers are this close together, real close together, and you have to put on your best defense and not get hit or get knocked out. And you have to throw punches. It's all about range. It's all about timing. That's what I like. That's what most fighters impress me at. I love a technical fighter. I really do. If I had my choice, not on strength or switch hit or nothing like that. If my son wanted to be a boxer, he's 15, which I doubt he loved basketball. But if he wanted to be a fighter, I would sit him down and ask him to look at Mikey Garcia. Now, Terrence Crawford is great. Earl Spence is great. Both of them technical fighters and everything, but Mikey Garcia, only flaw he has, he doesn't do sit-ups. Hey, what's up, World Breaker? World Breaker, what's happening, my brother? Hey, look at my email, World Breaker, and my email is in my description box. I want you to send me an email. I want to ask you something. So, anyway, yeah, like I was saying, Mikey Garcia is my textbook fighter. Now, he's not fancy, like Terrence Crawford. He can switch hit and he can feint. He can do it all. He's a total package. Earl Spence, he's a come forward fighter. His defense is way better than it used to be a couple years ago. He has great balance and everything. He's a good technical fighter. But Mikey Garcia, he's really a lower weight class. Some people say 2, I say 1. He's moving up 1 weight class to fight Earl Spence. He's not moving up 2. He's moving up 1, 2 in my book. Because he fought Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner, he used to fight at 147. Where Lipinette, he moved up to 147 after they fought. But what I'm trying to say is that Mikey Garcia is a great, great textbook fighter. I would love for my son, if he was boxing, to sit down and just watch him. He never lose position. He always figure out where the punches are coming from. He always figure out what his opponent is doing wrong. Just like Lipinette. How Lipinette would throw and he would dip every time he would throw. And Mikey, he figured that out. And every time it happened, what? The overhand right tagged him every time. Then he tried to go toe-to-toe with Mikey. But, as I mentioned once before, you do not stand on that line. Get your ass off that line, or you're going to find yourself on the canvas. And that's what happened with Lipinette. They both tried to jab. At the same time, Mikey got there first, and he tried to throw an uppercut too far away. And bam, he hit the canvas. You don't try to throw a jab on a straight line with an uppercut too far away. And just by being a fighter, that that opponent is going to counter. But Mikey didn't have a chance to counter because his jab got there first. His jab got there first. And that's all she wrote. He knocked him down. Matter of fact, he hit him so hard he busted his side of his eye. He got up. He was ready to go now. He was a tough motherfucker. He was strong too. Adrian Broner. He was pretty strong when they fought. Because Mikey didn't like them body shots. Mikey did not like them body shots. Why? Because Mikey don't do sit-ups. Quote unquote. He made that rule. You know, he doesn't do sit-ups. But I guarantee you this. If he plan on fighting Errol Spence, he better put some muscles in front of the ribs. Or he gonna end up getting his ribs broke. Ain't no joke. He's gonna end up getting his ribs broke. And that's gonna be it. So if Robert Garcia loves his brother, Miguel or Mikey, if you love his brother, you know, he better give him that advice. But I think Mikey got caught up in what they call clout now. Because I think he really wanted to fight Richard Cormier, his mandatory. But he already put it out there that he wanted to test himself with the best. And right now, he want to fight Errol Spence. And when he put that out there, you know how the media is. That shit went all over. Then he tried to reel it back. And you shouldn't do that. You knew what happened. And you know what's going to happen. Then they start calling him coward. This, that. But he had to reel it back in and say, yeah, okay, but I got to go through it with it now. Man, I wrote a check that my ass probably can't cash now. But, hey, you can't have nothing but respect for that. You know, you could have came up with 100 excuses. You could have lied and said the governing body wants me to do this or wants me to do that. But, hey, you just can't lie like that, you know, and get the respect. And Mikey, in my book, has always been respectful. Always. He never, ever disrespected anyone. He's not that loud, aggressive fighter. He loves his fans. He loves his family. And he loved to do charity work. That I like. He built houses. He rehab houses. I like that. Same way what I'm trying to do with his cause, with this channel, for the American Cancer Society. That's what I'm trying to do, save lives. I'm talking about from kids to senior citizens. Cancer killing us every day. Everybody's family, someone died of cancer. I guarantee you that. At least one person. Uncle, aunties, that mama, whatever. But I'm not going to hold everyone. But I'll tell you this, I will be coming out with another video shortly. It won't be a live stream, but it will be a video on Sean Porter in the interview he did with Blue Blood. And shout out to Blue Blood Sports. So, again, I'm KQKC Boxing. And if you like what you heard, man, please hit that subscribe button. I'm a new channel, trying to grow, and I appreciate it. And also, hit the icon bell. You get notified each and every time I do a video. And if you like the content, of this video, just hit the like button. And also, I will put a link in my description box for my email, my Gmail account, my Twitter page, and also will put a PayPal link in case you want to support the cause I'm supporting and to help me keep this channel going. You know, hey, like I said, I'm a new channel, and I got only what I got. So you all have a good day, and I will see you on the next one. Keep this in mind. I'm not new to this boxing shit. I'm true to this boxing shit. So, peace out, everybody.